Joining me now is Minnesota Representative Michele Bachmann. Thank you very much for making time in your very busy schedule, Congresswoman. So what do you think of this four-part plan where $4 trillion, basically the way I look at it, comes out of things you've already agreed on or out of stuff that we frankly have proven won't save us a dime?
Well, Eric, everything you said is exactly right. The president has proven himself to be a failure when it comes to economics. Nothing he has said about economics has worked during his 2-year tenure as president of the United States. As a matter of fact, under his 3 budgets, we're looking at over $4 trillion in added deficits in just 3 budgets. So in 3 years, over $4 trillion. Now he's claiming, which will never happen, over 12 years, he's going to cut $4 trillion. Well, hey, how about not spending that stimulus money in the first place and the 9,000 earmarks and all of the bailouts? He was behind all spending. This is what I thought was the most rich part, though, Eric. The president said debt will cost us jobs and damage our economy. That's true, but he was part of putting the debt together. It will prevent us from making the investments we need to win the future. So in other words, he wants to keep spending money. That's what his premise was in the first place. We need to spend money to get prosperity. It's the same song, second verse, nothing new here. The president has no idea how to create wealth.
Representative, I want to touch on 2 of them. The first one is the first number in his plan. He uses the $38.5 billion that, frankly, you are voting against. That deal is not even cut yet, but he's using that and somehow. Go ahead.
It's an ephemeral number. It isn't even a real number. If you look at stories all across the media today, they go in and show how these are budget accounting gimmicks, smoke and mirrors. It's not even $38.5 billion that are being cut anyway. So the president can't take that.
And not only that, Representative, he took the 38.5. He calls it a 12-year plan. If you multiply 38.5 by 12, that only comes to $462 billion. And yet he's going to count for that to the tune of $750 billion. I mean, does he just think we're just plain dumb? We can't do the math?
Well, yeah, that's the point. How dumb do they think we are? I mean, you can't take one-time money. For instance, $5 billion that's sitting in a Department of Justice account, they're counting that as cuts because it's just sitting there. Well, you can't resave that over 12 years. Right. So the thing is, anyone can see that this is just a load. And
very quickly, let's touch on the defense spending. A good time or bad time to cut $400 billion out of defense?
A big mistake. I didn't think that we should go into Libya, into this third war, but it's the wrong time for the president to take a look at that. Absolutely the wrong time.
And the last one before we let you go, I know you have to get to a vote. Reduce spending by increasing taxes. Where else, other than the Obama White House, do you reduce spending by just increasing taxes? It doesn't even touch spending, really, does it?
No, it doesn't cut spending at all. And again, it's the doublespeak that's constantly coming out of his mouth. And it goes back to the fact that the president has no idea how to have job creation. None in the private sector. And he's proving that every day. And now I think, quite frankly, the American people are getting tired of it. They're very nervous about his lack of skill in knowing to have how to have job creation or to turn the economy around. This clearly shows he's not even in the universe of knowing how to have job creation.
All right, we're going to say thank you to Representative Michele Bachmann. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.